Education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. It always seems impossible until it's done. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lays defeat and death. A good head and good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that illiterate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. I always knew that deep down in every human heart, there is mercy and generosity. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his kin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than the opposite. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison. I knew, as well as I knew anything, that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership. As I have said, the first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Great peacemakers are all people of integrity, of honesty, but humility. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity. It is an act of justice. Like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural. It is man-made, and it can be overcome and eradicated by the actions of human beings. Sometimes it falls on a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. It is not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Death is something inevitable. When a man has done what he considers to be his duty to his people and his country, he can rest in peace. I believe I have made that effort, and that is, therefore, why I will sleep for the eternity. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Difficulties break some men but make others. I'm not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. The time is always right to do what is right. As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer, and thus emerge stronger. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. Action without vision is only passing time. Vision without action is merely daydreaming. But vision with action can change the world.